Hello there, grade 7 English learners. This is Teacher Honey, and I will take you to another fun and exciting adventure together. Welcome to English class. But before we dive into our topic, let's play a game. All you have to do is watch and observe the scene that I will be playing from certain movies, and then you're going to predict what's gonna happen next. Do you understand the direction? Great! Let us watch the first movie.
Can you help me, miss? Just a little crust of bread or better, a cup of milk? Yes. Nothing. Nothing. What is a bowl of milk? Nothing.
The title of the movie is Cinderella. Now, what do you think will happen next? Very good! When the clock strikes 12, Cinderella will panic, and because of that, she will leave her other shoe, and that's when the search for princess will start. Amazing, isn't it? Are you ready for the second movie? What do you think will happen next? Rapunzel told Eugene that her hair shines when she sings. That is why she uses her hair as a light in order for them to escape without getting drowned. Have you already watched the movies presented? Great! What have you noticed during your activity? You predicted what's gonna happen next. Based on your answer, what do you think will be our lesson for today? Right, it is about prediction. Prediction is what someone thinks will happen next, or a statement about what you think will happen next. Have you ever encountered a situation where you're having a thought in your mind of what's gonna happen next? Very good! Magic show is an example of a prediction. But how about predicting outcomes? Predicting outcome means thinking about what will happen next. A guess that we make based on clues from text or pictures. We may use the events that happened from stories or situations. We may also use the information from our own experiences.
At the end of the lesson, you are expected to number 1, know the meaning of prediction. Number 2, make predictions about presented pictures or story. Lastly, appreciate the importance of making educational prediction.
Now that you are quite knowledgeable about prediction and predicting outcomes, let's have another game. In this activity, certain scenarios will flash on the screen. Among two choices, you will choose one will most likely happen after the first scenario occurs. Are you ready? A child is walking towards the gate of the school. What do you think will happen next? This, the child will attend their classes. That, the child will go to the playground. The correct answer is this. The boy will attend their classes. A mother is tending their garden. This, the garden will be clean. That, the garden will grow a lot of grass. If your answer is this, you got it right. A child came across a wallet on the ground. This, they will give it to the authorities. That, they will buy an ice cream. The correct answer is this. They will give it to the authorities. What do we have here? Oh, the story of the courageous turtle. Do you know the meaning of the word courageous? It was derived from the old French word courage, meaning heart, innermost feelings or temper. Being courageous is being brave and being able to face the danger without fear or flinching. Let me open the book. Wait, where am I? Why am I in this garden? There's a lot of flowers. Oh, we're inside of the book of the courageous turtle. There's a turtle. It's so nice to see this in person. Speaking of the turtle, did you know that turtles are reptiles? Which means they are cold-blooded. They commonly live in water and has the capacity to survive up to 150 years. But despite the interesting characteristics, turtles tend to be one of the slowest creatures. But in this story, no matter how slow the turtle is, it can be courageous and brave too. So, what are we waiting for? Come on and join me in this journey.
The Courageous Turtle by Charmaine C. Baila. One afternoon, a kaleidoscope of butterflies was strolling along the wide, colorful, and fruitful garden, looking for sweet nectar from colorful, vibrant flowers. While they were having a feast on top of a purple aster, they heard a voice shaking in fear coming from the ground. "Please, do not eat me," Turtle said, while trying to run as fast as he could from the enormous rat with sharp teeth ready to devour him.
What do you think happened to the poor turtle? Letter A. The rat caught the turtle. Letter B. The butterfly saved the turtle. If your answer is letter B, you're correct. Nice job!
The butterflies immediately flew in the direction of the frightened turtle and it circled around to protect him. The other butterflies flew toward the rat and threw pebbles that hit the enormous monster and ran off. Turtle was crying out of fear. "Thank you so much, dear butterflies, for saving me," he cried. "I always see you all here every afternoon because I live near the pond beside the garden. But the enormous rat destroyed my home." The red butterfly that seemed to be their leader said, "If you want, you can stay with us. We live just a few flowers away from here." "She's right. It would be best if you stay with us for your safety. The rat will surely come back to make you his dinner," the other butterflies murmured.
Whoa! Butterflies were so brave and strong that they defeated the rat together. Helping each other indeed is the best. Poor turtle has no place to go. Do you think the turtle will accept the offer of the butterflies? A. Yes. B. No. If your answer is yes, very good. Give yourself a round of applause.
Turtle thanked them for their kindness and generosity. He always admired how beautiful they were while gracefully flying around the garden and wished to be friends with them. Since then, Turtle lived with the butterflies. They became his friends and protectors. However, the incident caused him fear. He could not stroll outside without a butterfly near him because it marked in his mind that anytime the rat would take and eat him alive. The blue butterfly named Polly was assigned to accompany Turtle every morning in the garden for a stroll.
Poor Turtle. He couldn't stroll alone because of fear. Good thing, Polly was assigned to accompany him. But do you think Polly liked being with the turtle? A. Yes. Polly liked to stroll with Turtle every morning because they were friends. Letter B. No. Polly didn't like to stroll with Turtle every morning. Sadly, the answer is letter B.
She hated every morning stroll with him. Polly thought that spending time with him was time-consuming and boring. Not to mention that he was so slow. The supposedly 5-minute stroll ends up to 20 minutes or more, which is why most of the time, Polly was irritated and often left him alone to chit-chat with her friends. He's so slow. I hate him, she whispered to herself while impatiently waiting for Turtle. I'm sorry, Polly. I kept you waiting, Turtle said when he finally caught up with her. When Polly stumbled across her friend, she left him alone for a chit-chat. Turtle was used to her attitude, suddenly leaving him, but she would be back after several minutes. He knew that she was always near him. But this time, it was different.
Oh no! Polly left Turtle alone. But what do you think happened? A. Polly came back after chit-chatting with her friend and continued their stroll. B. Polly was nowhere to be found. Oh no! Silly Polly was nowhere to be found.
There was no trace of Polly. He did not know where she was. She waited for almost an hour for Polly, but she did not show up. Turtle began to feel something in his chest. He knew that something was wrong, and Polly might be in danger. Turtle decided to go to Polly's favorite flower, lavender, hoping to see her there.
Do you think Turtle finally found Polly in her favorite lavender flower? A. Yes. B. No. We will find out.
Polly, it's me, Turtle. Where are you? He shouted, but there was no response. The garden was so quiet, he could almost hear his heartbeat. Turtle searched the whole garden, but he couldn't find Polly. The clouds became dark, and the moon was the only source of light in the garden. He was afraid of the dark, but his concern for Polly was dominant than fear. There was only one place left that I haven't checked yet. The pond, he murmured, with a trace of hope in his voice. Turtle was optimistic that he would see Polly there. He was thinking that she might be visiting her friends near the pond. But when he arrived, he heard Polly's voice. It was full of fear. Help me, please! Polly's voice was shaking. Polly was being chased by a bird with a sharp, cone-shaped beak. At first, she flew fast and was able to escape the bird, but then she got tired from flying. She became slow until she fell to the ground. Polly was laying on the ground, tired and hopeless. She thought, that her end was near. No one was there to save her. Tears started to fall from her tiny eyes. She knew that at any moment, the bird would find and pierce her alive. Polly closed her eyes and accepted her fate.
Oh no! Poor Polly! The bird with the sharp cone-shaped beak is so scary. I hope there is someone to help her. Do you think Turtle will find and save her? A. Yes. B. No. I think this is the exciting part of the story. Listen closely and let's find out together.
As she waited for the bird to pierce her alive, she heard a loud sound near her as if it was hit by something hard, followed by a sound of a crying bird in pain. When she opened her eyes, the bird flew away from her. Polly couldn't believe her eyes. Am I alive? She asked herself in disbelief. Polly still felt weak and couldn't fly because the bird drained her energy. She was thankful that the bird flew away, but she was wondering why. She looked around and it was so dark. Polly remembered Turtle and felt bad for leaving him alone. Polly tried to lift herself when she heard a familiar voice. Polly, are you all right? It's me, Turtle. Her eyes widened when she realized it was him. Turtle, you saved me!
Wow! The turtle was just in time to save Polly. What a courageous turtle! Are you also curious how Turtle saved Polly? Take a guess. What do you think happened? A. Turtle picked a pebble and threw it toward the bird. B. Turtle used his shell as an armor to block the sharp beak of the bird. If your answer is B, fantastic! You are correct! Turtle is now our tiny knight and shiny shell. Just kidding.
Turtle used his shell as an armor to block the bird's beak to save Polly. Oh no, Turtle! Are you alright? She asked Turtle. Her voice was shaking. Polly saw him across her lying down. She noticed the impact of the bird's beak on his shell. Yes, I am okay. I'm glad I got in time. Are you hurt? He asked while trying to get up so that he could go and see Polly. No, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you for saving me, Turtle, she said. Her voice was full of joy. Since that night, they became inseparable. Turtle had overcome his fears, and Polly became his best friend. And there was no dull moments when they were together. Polly did not mind spending 20 minutes or more every morning with Turtle, as long as they were together.
Wow, what a beautiful story! Because of Turtle's courageousness, he was able to save Polly from the monstrous bird. Even though he was scared, he faced his fears and even risked his life. Remember, he used his shell just to block the attack of the bird. He indeed is Polly's knight in shining shell. And because of that, Turtle and Polly finally became best friends. Oh, we're back! Thank you for joining me in this fantastic journey. Turtle is indeed a courageous one. I hope you enjoy our adventure together, and I'll see you next time for more fun and exciting stories. What a great story! Did you enjoy it? I really admire the courage that Turtle has. Would you do the same to save your friend? Very good! Now, I prepared questions and let's answer it together. Sounds fun, right? Let's begin. What is the title of the story? Is it letter A, the courageous turtle? Letter B, the brave turtle? Or letter C, the slow turtle? Good job! The title of the story is The Courageous Turtle. For question number 2, who saved the turtle? Is it the cats, the frogs, or the kaleidoscope of butterflies? Amazing! It's the kaleidoscope of butterflies. Did you know that a group of butterflies are called kaleidoscope? Well, now you know. Question number 3. What is the name of the character that was assigned to accompany Turtle every morning for a walk? Is it Alex, Polly, or Sarah? Fantastic! It's Polly the blue butterfly. Number 4. Where did Turtle find Polly? Letter A, in the garden, B, near the pond, or letter C, on top of the lavender flower? Correct! Turtle found Polly near the pond and was being chased. For the last question, how did Turtle save Polly? Letter A, he asked the other butterflies to save Polly. Letter B, he threw a pebble toward the bird. Or letter C, he used his shell as an armor to block the sharp beak of the bird from piercing Polly's wings. Terrific! Turtle used the shell as an armor to save Polly. He indeed is a courageous turtle. I hope you learned a lot from Turtle and Polly's story. Now, let's have another activity. But this time, you will be predicting what they're going to do by observing the pictures presented. I want you to imagine that you have a pen in your hand with ink of your favorite color. Choose your answer among the choices and shade the circle beside it. The first picture shows a girl wearing an apron, a spoon, and a chef's hat. What do you think she will do? Is she gonna sing a song, cook, or sleep? The correct answer is she will cook. The second picture shows a child inside an airplane. What do you think will happen next? The airplane will land safely? The airplane will go to the Mars? Or the airplane will take off soon? The correct answer is the airplane will land safely. The third picture shows a child holding a dog. The dog will sleep. The dog will wag its tail. The dog will walk with him. The correct answer is the dog will walk with him. The fourth picture shows a child walking. Is he going to school, play, or eat? The correct answer is he will go to school. For the last picture, what do you think the giraffe will do? The giraffe will uproot the tree. The giraffe will feed on leaves. The giraffe will climb on the tree. The correct answer is the giraffe will feed on leaves. Okay, students, I'll show the questions on the screen and you have 5 seconds to answer these questions. If the time is up, you need to answer right away. Once you answer the question, we'll move on to the next question. Question number 1. Why prediction is important? Is it letter A? Prediction helps anticipate future events and prepare for them? Or letter B? It allows for better decision making based on potential outcomes? Or letter C? Prediction can optimize resource allocation and planning? Or letter D? All of the above? What do you think is the correct answer? Right. Letter D. All of the above. For question number 2, you can change your prediction as you read more and find more evidence. Is it true or false? The correct answer is true. You got it right. For question number 3, you can make predictions about A. Fiction only, B. Non-fiction only, C. Both fiction and non-fiction, or letter D. Neither fiction nor non-fiction. The correct answer is letter C. Number 4. Making a prediction is it a guess? Putting events in the correct order? Using a magic 8-ball? Or using information from the text to determine what comes next? For question number 4, the correct answer is letter D. For the last item, why is prediction making important? Is it letter A? It allows for hindsight analysis. Letter B? It helps in understanding history. Or letter C? It enables anticipation of potential outcomes. Or letter D? None of the above. Very good! The answer is letter C. It enables anticipation of potential outcomes. Great job, everyone! I can see that you really learned from our lesson for today. To sum it up, prediction is the act where we are anticipating what will happen next to a situation. By predicting outcomes, we may seek help from clues, pictures, or events in the said story. Again, this is Teacher Honey, and I hope that I will see you on the next one. Bye!
Standby, lights, camera.
Where?
Nagtawa ba?
Tango kasi. Ano ba yun? Nakikinig ako eh.
Camera, baila, action. Uy,
Ito kasi, nagpapatawa po kasi, parang tanga.
action.
Okay. Tapos gaganon ka, bigla kang gaganon.
Hindi yun, sila. Ending yun.
Hindi, kasi ay gaganon pala siya. Gaganon ka na lang.
Uy, baka na. Huwag kang gumanon na. Makasisirin ba ako? Okay, next.
Thank you for watching!